Today I want to talk a little bit about injuries and how to safely try to work around them. Obviously not all injuries are created equal. If you think something is seriously wrong, get it checked out by a medical professional. What I want to talk about today is what happens when you do go to a medical professional and they send you home and they tell you everything is okay, you've just strained something or something's not broken, something's not torn, you've just got some pain to deal with. Now what? The main reason I'm talking about this is because a couple weeks ago I was in a little accident. I scraped up both my legs, got my rib a little bruised, both my shoulders are really sore and probably strained, and then I've got a wrist issue going on. So I went and got it checked out by a medical professional. Everything was okay, nothing was broken, nothing was severely torn. But that's about all. They just send you away and they don't really tell you a whole lot. I've been injured, nothing really majorly seriously, thank goodness, but over the years I've had a lot of injuries. I feel like I've pretty much strained every muscle in my body at some point. And at some point you do have to get on with your life and you have to work around them. And if you do engage in any kind of exercise, you've got to figure out how to proceed. And I'm telling you, I'll be the first to tell you, there is no manual, there is no book. And even talking to physical therapists, they all have different approaches, and not everything is going to work for everybody. So you really are left on your own in a lot of cases to find what is going to work best for you. And nobody is better than figuring that out than you, but you have to be careful. So using my own injuries, I got this rib thing and this wrist thing and both my shoulders. I just tried to figure out what I couldn't do. What hurts? When does it hurt? So I tried to start with something like a push-up and just putting my hands on the ground. Right there, my wrist already hurts. And if I go up here, it's a little bit better. Now I can kind of hold this position. But if I start doing too much, my rib starts hurting. So I already know that that's gonna be a no-go, at least not that way. So I'm basically trying exercises that I normally do and just seeing what I can do. The next thing, that was a push for the push-up. That's a no-go. So I tried maybe a pull-up. So I get over here and I hang. Hanging's not so bad. It's a little tight on the wrist, but not too painful. It's okay on the wrist. What about a pull-up? When I try to go do a pull-up, see, it hurts. It immediately hurts. My rib hurts, my wrist hurts. That kind of pain, that quick, sharp pain is telling me to stop. I'm gonna try to just pick up a 100-pound kettlebell. Usually that's very simple for me to do. I'm gonna try here. See, both hands on it. See, it's a little wonky, a little on the wrist. I think the wrist is not too bad, but my rib hurts when I do that. Usually I would even pick it up with one hand. And see, that's a no-go. But I'm determined to find something to work. Instead of stopping there, I'm gonna try something else. I have a trap bar here. This is one of my favorite exercises. So I just decided to come over here and try this. And I discovered that for whatever reason, doesn't make sense to me, that feels good. I actually have got about 200 pounds on here and it feels good. It doesn't bother my ribs somehow. It doesn't bother my wrist. So that one's good to go. And that exercise, the deadlift, is so important. It's such a powerful exercise that's really all I need to do. If I can do that for the next couple of weeks, I'm golden. So my point today is sometimes the doctor's gonna send you home with nothing. The physical therapist is gonna dismiss you. You've passed, you've done everything you need to do, they're gonna send you home. Massage therapist, chiropractor are gonna send you home. All good to go, pat you on your back, everything's grand, and you get home and everything is not grand, not at all. You have to proceed because there's no books, there's no manuals, there's nothing. There's only your body letting you know what is going to be acceptable and what is not. I would urge very much caution to not push into pain too much. A little discomfort, perfectly fine, but you need to know the difference between being uncomfortable and pain. Don't push into pain. I think a little bit of uncomfortable using your best judgment would probably be okay, but the point is you've got to find things that'll work. Whatever it is that you do at your job, exercise, around the house, there's always things you can do, things you can't do. Focus on the things you can do and you'll probably be on your way to getting better.